Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 6th of August 1938, and the title of this video is A Change in Direction, simply because, well, we are going to have a change in direction. But before that, I would like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. Now, I want to start by quite an interesting quality of life improvement that's been, and I would say, like, a big thank you to Vimes for pointing this out, because I couldn't find anything in the change notes relating to this. And what he's found is that if you click on coal, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's a very small tick appears. And what that means is that when that tick's active, you can now look around the map without having to keep your cursor over the coal, which makes it a lot easier for when you're trying to place coal mines, because it means that you can look at the map and know that, yeah, there's a patch of coal there. And so that is brilliant. And the way it works is that basically if you click on the next one down, it toggles between the resources. And if you want to switch it off, you just toggle the switch off on the one that's active. Now, to me, that is an absolutely brilliant quality of life improvement. And I think it goes to show that the devs are working more and more on the detail. Now, another comment I got was related to the asphalt plant. Somebody quite rightly pointed out that I actually built this the wrong way round. So we're just going to remove you and come into here. And where's the asphalt plant? In here somewhere. And what they said is I should mirror it and put it in that way, so the road's on the right side, like that. And of course, what that does is it opens up an opportunity to actually put a decent storage in here as well, which I'm not convinced we're going to need, but I'm going to plan it. We can put that in there, and then we can just run that road out there like that. Just accept that. And also got a comment about my habit of not using the what we call it, the quick for upgrading roads. And if anyone's not aware what this is, you click on the road, and then what you do is you find an area that you want to upgrade. So like we got a bit of an area here to upgrade. You just draw a box, press shift, and then draw a box across like that. But I'm not sure I want to upgrade that. In fact, I'm not sure at all where I want to upgrade at the moment. I suppose we could upgrade that road there. It's going to become more significant going forward, which I'll explain a bit later on. Got this mud road through here. I don't think I really need that. I'm just going to take that out. I think I just built this as a relief road. I think I've got another one. No, I've removed that one. So that is there. Now, I also got a little bit of feedback on that spike I had where the population died, and somebody effectively confirmed what I thought is most likely due to the initial population aging. And what's actually happened is if I come into here and we adjust this back to, I think it's beginning of July, what you'll see, get off. What you will see is that I've had another spike about a month ago. So my population is still lower than it was when I came out of winter. And I mean, it's not due to escapees. We also had a birth crash at the same time. So I'm getting a little bit suspect, because in the same comment they've also mentioned the possibility that it could be pollution. I think that might be the issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a pollution monitor. I know it doesn't strictly fit with the 1930s, but we're going to put a pollution monitor in just to see what the pollution is, what's actually happening. And we're just allocate you to that, get that built. In fact, just speed the game up a little bit as well. Because I do have concerns about the coal-fired power station here in the biofuel, where it's a bit too close to here. And so I think it's time to get a pollution monitor in. Now, somebody did suggest that I should build this, and I was actually built. This was actually being built, but it took a little while for the game to get out here. And I suppose that is now a good segue onto what I want to do to hand it and what the change of direction is going to be, because I've been kind of thinking that our bus stop is over here, and it's going to be a long way to get workers down here to build this area here, and we're not going to have that many workers as well. And probably the best way to show it is that we come in here, we've got we look at buses and we go by speed. We've got a bus here that's capable of carrying 7 passengers at 80 kilometers an hour, and then the next one down is 16 passengers at 70 kilometers an hour. Now that means that we could probably get workers down into this area, but at this distance it's going to take a long time to get this area built up. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to just change my model a little bit for while we build this area up here, and we'll get some momentum. And the reason for that is that if I come up to here, is that I've been talking about getting a military construction camp built up here. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to demolish it and remove these buildings. Whoops, no. Because what we're going to do is actually build our first military construction camp down at the bottom of the hill. So we're going to remove this lot and this lot. I think that's all the buildings. I'm going to get rid of all the footpaths as well. Tidy this whole area up. We will come back this way, and that's the reason why I'm going to leave my excavators still working on this area. But I just want to tidy this area up a bit. But the reason I'm knocking all this down is that I want to retrieve the first starter buildings. Got a gravel truck delivering now. Okay. I'm going to get rid of you this here. And I'm going to get rid of you. And you. Can we... No, we can't. Okay. Right, so we're going to mess these guys up, but that could be a problem. We're going to have to bend this, otherwise we're not going to get the cross. Trim that off. A bit of road in there. Just tidy this up. In some ways, this is actually going to be a little bit beneficial. What will happen is that job will disappear, and then we can get the road crew working out here, one working out here. We just see what the construction office. Right, you can work on those 3 roads there. We built this road through here, so effectively we're just going to leave the work crews up here doing their own thing, building the roads, and concentrate more on this area down here. Whoops, a daisy, I've gone too far. Now the other thing I want to do here to possibly give us a bit more growth, because these losses of people to death means we're also losing children. So what I'm thinking is to put an orphanage in. but I'm going to go for a modded one because I don't want an excessive population. So where's the orphanage? And I was looking at this just before I started. I think this is the one I'm looking for because it would fit in with the theme, and I've actually found a spot for it, which is just in here, because it will connect to all services. And what we can do is just come in here. One mistake I did make over here, and I think it's quite an easy mistake, is I actually marked these out as panel roads. I didn't want them as panel roads, so what I've done, I knocked them down and did them again. Make you there, and of course we'll put footpath. You get a footpath in here, back crate. You get the dig crews on working on them as well. So that now gets this kind of put together. And of course we've got quite a lot of work to catch up here. We got our little bit here. Now something else I want to fix is over here. One little bit of space here. What I'm going to buy is buying 2 more open holes. No, we're not going to buy max. We're going to buy rubles. Open holes. You can carry 6 tons, but you're quite slow. You can carry 3 tons. You can carry. I thought I had more capacity than that. Right, this will carry 8 tons of steel. I'm a little bit worried about this fact that this truck only says it can carry 8 tons of steel. It's almost like it's a very specialized truck. 6 tons, 4 tons, 4 tons, that's 70. Right, I'm going to get 2 of these. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the I'm going to pick up from here. Let me just pause while I'm looking at this. Where's the pickup? It's at 60%. So I want to move the plank export away from here. Remove you and remove. I think we'll just leave that for the moment so that any trucks dropping off boards will. Now the reason for doing this is that when the Father Frost comes over here, we're going to need to get logs over here. Plus I think this is now getting a bit overloaded, so I want to separate this from going to the custom shed. I want to keep everything local in this area, and we may be able to pull a couple of trucks out from here depending on how things go. That should just be delivering wood to there. Okay, that makes sense. We'll just let the trucks finish their run to the custom shed. So that is the current state of play. So I think what we can do now is just move down to here. And what I'm thinking is that we've kind of got a bit of a flat area here. So, and we got, this is going to be the fire station. What I'd like to do is kind of build the construction camp in this corner here. So I'm going to put a mud road through. There is a construction camp. Come out to about there. We got 3 gas station here. We do need a proper gas station down here as well. And the idea is that we'll have our workforce in this area. We will do the necessary bits and pieces. In fact, I think we're for sure I'd road out to there as well. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just design a work camp here using the, well, they're not free buildings, they're buildings that yeah, we don't need a hospital. Well, we're going to start with, let me think. Right, we need a shop, but the trouble with this down here is that the shops are separate. We can't build a single shop, so the first thing we got to do is put in shop here. This is the food shop, and I'm going to do exactly the same as I did last time. I'm going to name these so I can know what is what. That's the food shop, that side. It's already getting into September. I don't want this to run into winter, but I suppose if it does, it does. And then we'll have the clothes shop on that side. You can see we can only build one of these. Clothes shop. And then I think what I have on this side, actually if we put a lot of the workforce over here, because we might be able to get them within walking distance of that. Right, so we've got the two shops. I think we'll go education next. And we're going to try and actually we'll put the education really tight on this side. Oh, production. This is the school. Oops. Of course, we'll get the kindergarten opposite. There's a kindergarten, there is. And we're the kindergarten in there. So this is all temporary buildings, so in kindergarten and we're these through like that. So we got the school. Let me so we've got the shops, we've got the school, we've got the kindergarten, and next thing we're going to need is actually a fire station. I think we'll put the like the fire station to be close to the road, so put the fire station, actually we could put it onto that road, but I think we'll put it onto this road. We'll put the fire station out here. Oops. Fire station. Actually, I've just remembered something. I just want to go over. I think I might have made a bit of a mistake. Because I had my farms flipped over. You just see. Are you dropping off the major silos? Yep. Food store, mono crop, monocrop. Okay, that one's set up properly. What I did do is buy an extra truck for this area because I felt that this was not really. I've got this overflow here, but I'm a bit worried about whether the trucks will go there, but we'll see. I think at the moment the trucks will work to these. The customs office on here is only really set so these, actually all these stations fill up. Okay, so I didn't make a mistake. Right, we got the frost factory here. I don't want any workforce in here. I'd like to get everything built here first, so reduce the number of workers down here for the moment. I've got the pollution monitor built. What I will do is we've got our trucks here. And what I want you to do is deliver logs to here. Of course, we can't store logs in the warehouse. We're going to have to put 10 tons of logs in there, which is the reason why I made this change here. Okay, this is now finished. The game has got a little bit ahead of me. Okay, we're going to limit this. Now we're going to bring in... we're going to increase the size of electronics. Now we're going to have to bring in electrical components. How much does this consume in electrical? 2 tons of electrical components. We need steel. I think 2 tons of electrical components is good enough. And how much steel? Oh, we can't put steel in here. We gotta. What's this? This has got storage for 10 tons of steel. Right. Right. We can't. I was gonna put them all on one, but what have you got here? You're delivering granite and crops. Why are you delivering crops? Oh. You're the backup, aren't you? Okay. I must have one covered hole truck in here as a backup. Right, so what we can do now is put you on electrical components. You can come here. Oh, you can do it. Your job is going to be to deliver electrical components, and I think we'll go to 60% to start with. And what I want to do is rename you View Electronics and drop. So what we need to do now is I can probably open up a small amount of workforce now. I think we'll start with 5. Do you deliver anything that's... Right, you're dropping off bricks. And you're also doing boards. Yeah. You've got a dumper. What we got here is what's this? This is an open hole. What's this open hole doing then? Okay, so I've got an open hole sat here doing nothing. Good. Because we can... You are an open hole, aren't you? No, you're a covered hole. Right, we've got a whole series there. What I'm going to do is we're going to buy an open hole. We only need a fairly small one. Nice and cheap. Not too slow. Total capacity 36. You're too slow. I think we'll go with you. Bring you into here. Because I'll reduce that to 50%. He's going to go off and you're going to pick up steel from the customs shed, and you're going to deliver it to there. That means we're going to put 5 tons of steel into here alongside 1.5 tons of electric components. Yep. And what that will do, right, and then what we need now is the one that picks up electronics from the customs post. You unload construct. Okay, small customs. What we're going to do is put you onto here. Because this is really close to here and here. It should come here and get electronics before it goes to the customs shed. So it won't make a massive difference, but it will do this. Why are you guys not? Why are you sat around doing nothing when I've got empty? Wait. What's up with you guys? Oh, we've got the slow old bangers. I think these have probably come up all the way from over here. Anyway, let's just get back to what we were building down here. And I've forgotten completely what I'd built. We built a... Let me just tick things off. So I do have... Oh, I have already ticked it off. We built a fire station. We've got 2 shops there. We need a cinema. We got this here. Kind of, this feels a... This is the shop. Well, this feels... Well, this kind of sticks out a bit too far, so we're going to demolish you. Push you back this way. We're going to compress the center, I think. Okay. Shops. We want the clothes shop. Ah, no, don't do that. I think it was a bit too... Try again. First you don't succeed. We're gonna push you right in, just like that. And we're gonna call you the clothes shop. And then we'll just put a footpath in there. That makes it look a little bit better. I could pull this one in as well a bit. No, I think we'll leave that one the way it is. But we now need to put in a cinema. I think if we leave a little bit of space between the two, we put this in, call you the, we call you a Kino. And we'll just put you into there, into there and there. We've now got the cinema. We need a hospital. We're, oh, so we got a new type of vehicle there. Hospital, we'll squeeze you in really tight. Actually, that looked like it's some kind of excavator. Okay, put you there. And let me just take a quick look. I know I'm getting distracted, but that's a Buick police thing, so that's going to come from there. That's a Caterpillar number 12. So what that means is it's going to be on the west side. I'm just curious to see whether that is whether that is actually an excavator. Looks a bit like one. Excavator. No, it's not an excavator. Bulldozer. Looks like it's a bulldozer. It's a Caterpillar 12. Snow plows there. It's got a bulldoze speed of 20, which is a bit that's a bit slow. And what was it? The police car. So we've actually got our first NATO police car, 85 kilometers an hour, so you can certainly chase crooks. Okay, just gonna whiz back across the map to here. What was it we just put in is the hospital, and we're... What else do we need? We put the hospital in. We need a bus stop. We need the police station. I think what we'll do is we'll put some accommodation in now, actually. I think the accommodation isn't free, because we can put the police station and some of this other stuff on the outside. Get here. Right, so we got one slot that is free. This takes 100 people, so I think what we'll do is we'll put one there, and then we'll put this 100 people or 33. Yeah. So we'll get 200 people here. What I'm thinking is a camp of around 2,000 people. We can get, so that's on the 260. Maybe we're put another 100. Actually, maybe we'll go for, give me 460 people down here at full capacity. I think that's a good enough start. But what we need to do now is put in the police station. One's a little bit more impressive. We can put the police station opposite the fire station. Because that's the fire station just there, isn't it? We'll put the police station in. And we're also going to need the security police. Do I need a university? We need a bus station, which we're going to need to put in as well. Bus platform. Wow, that's pretty big. But these, this is the free one. It takes, it's 40 passengers on it. How was the, this is one that we got to pay for, but it actually stores fuel. That could be useful. That actually looks a bit better. This needs a few bits of board. This one doesn't. I think we'll put in one here. What I might do is actually put in like a couple of bus stations. We can always change this because, as I say, this is all temporary, so it's not like it needs to be connected up and looking all kind of super dandy. We can got that there. Well, that's the bus station in. Just need the secret police, and of course the pub. I suppose the pub would work because a pub in itself would be something that people would want to go to. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put the pub over here, squish it in this part here, like that. And we can just squish this round here. That one, don't want that one connected. Okay, connect you through there. Okay, I think that will work, and we can put connection to there. So what we need now is the secret police for the moment. Secret police we've got to build. Put them out here. And so we got the secret police. So we've now got our construction camp here. Now we're not going to need a courthouse or a prison because we can ship everybody up to there. The next problem is going to be is water. I think we're going to come back to that. I know it's a cop out, but we're not going to build anything just at the moment. And plus, I think the pollution meter's finished now, and I want to see what is the pollution like. Oh, wow, ouch, ouch. It can't be the pub. It must be the food. Right, we're going to need to do something about that. Does that mean we've got to build a food factory? How much food are you producing at the moment? 3.6 tons of food. Well, I think it needs something bigger. I think maybe we do need to graduate to... I don't know if I want... The trouble with this is that if I put this in, we're going to have to put a water supply in, which means it's going to have to kind of go up somewhere like about here. Problem is it produces 7.5 tons of thing here. More food factory. It'd be nice to connect it to there, but if I do that. Oh, what's that there? Oh, I forgot all about this. Let me just cancel that. Yeah, this terminal here gets a bit overloaded from time to time. So I actually planned in this sewer. You can see it kind of had to do a bit of a dog leg here because of the ground level. And I had to put in another little pump thing here. So it's kind of dog-legged over a little bit. Let me just get back to this food factory. It's kind of bothering me. This is 3.6. This is 6. This is a rural bakery. That's 1.2 tons. 1.2 tons. I'm just wondering whether I can just put in another... Say we put in a rural bakery over here. Because it doesn't need water. This will produce 6 tons of... Another 6 tons of crops. I'm very tempted to build this, but I feel it's just a little bit over the top. And I'm a bit worried about the pollution range, whether I'm just going to have the same problem as before. I think what we're going to have to do is I'd rather have multiples of... It doesn't need water for production. This takes 12 tons of crops. This takes 6 tons of crops for 3.6. So we'd use some extra crops for... This is going to cost a lot to build though. It's going to be a bit cheaper. I think we're going to go relatively small scale. I think I can put that up there. How far does the pollution spread with this? This is producing 1.2 tons of pollution. So if I could get how far will you travel? You will actually, so if we built a footpath through here, could we, I think we could do it with a footpath from there to there to there, to here. If we put in a rural bakery about there, say for example, actually what I'll do is I'm just going to cancel that. We can test it. So we can do it that way. And we can, right, that's connected. That's not, won't be connected to that, so aha, this is not finished. That's the trouble. That can come to there, that can come to there. We do have a bus stop here should we need it. Oh, well, this actually, yeah, they can walk round to get to that. It's 298 away. So yeah, I think we can do that. And of course what we can be is a little bit sneaky here. What storage is here? This is 196. And this is the Highview food store. If we get into here and go into storage, I think this is the Tudor warehouse, isn't it? There's total capacity 300 tons. Not sure why that's saying 240 tons there. Or is this just different? Because what we could do then is put in you about there. Maybe angle you a little. Actually, we could angle you to be a bit more, even more sneaky. Because the only thing that's going to come into here is, oh no, we could store surplus crops as well. Not crops, food. Where's my favorite warehouse? I'm just going to go looking for my big warehouse again, and I'll be right back. So we can put the big warehouse just there, and then that opens up an opportunity for a cargo drop off, which can just go into there. Can I get it? Yeah, I think if we do that, what that means when this is all finished, we can move the food production from there, put it into here, get food, get the crops up here. This would give us extra storage for crops and a potential to expand, and then means we can get rid of that source of pollution there. And hopefully, how much pollution are we getting from the? Yeah, it's not too bad at the moment, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, looks like we're producing a tiny amount of electronics. That's good. Right, what we're going to need to do is upgrade. Oops. That can be a gravel road. That can go to there. That can go to there. Get our dig through on that, and that. What's going on here? These guys are waiting for pavers. Where's my paver gone? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. No. Cancel. Where are you going now? High priority. You're tying up my trucks. Where's this road? No, I don't want you building that one either. Cancel. Probably going to mess up the truck, but probably broken the game now. Oh, okay. They're doing what I want them to do. Yep, they should go out here and get that built. not too sure what's up with these guys. This is excavators 2. Let me just look at something. Yeah. It's almost like these guys think they're so special that they don't have to do anything. Oh, we need to get this built as well, but I think I would like, let me just see, what are you building? Nothing, so we want you working on that. I think we'll make a start on that's not particularly that important. We got that bit there. That's, oh, what we do need is, oops, oh, gone too far. Right, I want that built. We're going into winter. We're now on the 5th of November. So I don't want the construction vehicles wandering too far, because if they do, things are going to get... I think what we'll do is we'll get one of them, get them working on that. I don't want them sat around doing nothing. We get 83% happiness. Got that bit there. Right, the next problem is going to be water and sewage down here, because we've got a rerun of this, haven't I? This situation here. Well, we're certainly dumping a pile of cack at the moment. Probably we got very steep cliffs here. I think from a sewage perspective, I think I'd like to go for the normal outfall, even if it does mean running some could be a bit tricky. Oh no. There's no way we're going to build it along here, so we're going to have to put it out here. We might as well make that permanent, and we can then plan the pipe work through to there. And if we put in, say, a pickup point which will cover, say, some reason, if we put a pickup point in, say, about here, so that we actually cover that industry. Look how far away we get. So say for example I put one about there, and then we've got an outfall coming down to here. If I put a sewage main switch in, this is there. How high is the ground here? Where did I put that? That's 47, 51, 16, 31. So if that's 20, we got a bit of a depression there. 13, 14. I'll put it there, wasn't it? Is there, isn't it? About 46 there. So if I put in on this line here, how high is this is 50 sod there. So if I put in a sewage switch about there, We can, and main drain can up down from underground, connect to, yeah, this is the main drain out, right? So we can connect you to there, and hopefully this one will come into there. We'll have to build that. That will drain the, that won't need any power. It's going to take a, it's going to be a real pain to build, because of course we're going to have to put a, connect some kind of connection up to there, because I don't know what I want to do here. This is where the fun part of realistic mode is, that you've got to connect that up to get the construction in there. I'll put you there. So from the beginning, that gets it there. We've also got contingency that if we want to add extra pipes in, we can do it. More importantly, it means we should cover most of the areas here. Although we're probably going to need a... Now the question's going to be, is water. We're going to have to put a water processing plant down here. Which capacity have I got up here? I don't think this place is stretched yet, is it? Processing water. I mean, it doesn't seem to be stressed at the moment. I think it would be all snowing, so it's just going to pause, because what I'm thinking is... So we're in the snow. I didn't really want to be in the snow. Right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I'll do is play through the winter and think about fresh water. What I'm considering is that some kind of water tower. Where is it? Water facility. 500 meters. These towers don't. I'm gonna have to find a water tower. So what I'm thinking is some kind of water tower here. And actually, this reminds me of a comment I got, was about connecting up water distributions to towers. So it looks like I've got exactly the same problem. So what I'm going to do is put a water tower in. And I mean, if we had one with a road, I just wonder. See, these have got roads. I just wonder. But the trouble is the problem you get is that the water tower, the trucks won't deliver to a water tower that's raised. I've got to think about this. What I'm considering is that, I mean, we got some height. We could put in, as far as I can see, there's kind of two ways we can do this. We can put a water tower down around here, and then put a drop-off point up here somehow, which off this road, so the water trucks would then have to come down to here, and then there'd be enough height to charge the tower, which would then pressurize the water, which would supply water to the camp here. The alternative is that we come into here, and I think water treatment, we have this water treatment plant, but it needs a few chemicals. But then we would have to put in a water well somewhere, which we could do, because but then we're going to need power. And power is another thing I'm going to need to think about. Anyway, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I'll do, as usual, is play through until we get to the snow disappearing, so we can do a bit more planning. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.